Hi guys, it's me Karen, and we come back for part number 3 in the Enchanted Forest Johanna Basford book, and we are going to be working on a little owl and some more leaves. And I'll set the camera up so we will get down nice and close. I'll be doing these little leaves in here today, along with probably some other leaves, and we will get right to it. Okay, so the pencils we'll be using today are a new set here. So it's Peacock Gren 907, Pale Sage 1089, and Apple Green 912. Sorry. We're going to start off with the Pale Sage one and go around and color in the top section of all of these leaves. Seems to be a lot of these, so I hope you've enjoyed part 1 and 2. I keep forgetting how detailed, even though they kind of look a little simple, these pages seem to get, just because of all of the little pieces to color in, especially the way I color. Okay, if you hear a noise in the background, it's the garbage day. The garbage truck is out. Someone is doing work in the back of the house area. One of my neighbors is either fixing a deck or something before the fall comes through, so you'll probably hear hammers going off. Okay, I have this little section over here too. As we'll get those done while I'm here. So I'm just coloring in not even a real good section, it's just a little kind of center top, because the other colors are going to work around this color. So this is kind of just your highlight of the leaf. Okay. Now I really think I'm going to be doing these particular leaves either in this same brown or this other color down here. I'm not sure where they come from, but they kind of look like this leaf, so we'll be leaving that one alone. The next one is Apple Green, and we're going to come in here and kind of do the bottom and up one side like that, so like a little C shape, or a funky U without another side or something in that line. So down at the bottom and up. Kind of keeping it all on the same side. And, you know, you can remember that none of the leaves out in the wild look the same, so none of the leaves in your picture should all look the same either, but some of them do. I'm going to switch the side of the coming up on this side, because it looks like it should be shaded on the bottom side of this leaf. Kind of farther away from our imaginary light source. Lots and lots of little leaves. It tends to hurt your hand after a while. They're tiny. So, back over to this side. Okay, and now we're going to go back in with the, what is this, a Peacock Green. And we're going to take it up from the bottom and bring it up aside to the tip. And yeah, on every single leaf. Okay, I don't know if I need to have you watch every single leaf, but since I did this little section down here, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to go back over them all with the little green apple bit and blend in the darker green a little better. Then I'm going to take the sage again and go in the whole thing and make sure it's all blended nicely. Then I'm going to go in with a black and I'm going to add in the little leaf stem and darken it down at the bottom. So basically this is what I'm going to do to all the other leaves and get them all same shading. So this is the light with a little bit of dark, light with the dark and the darker, and then this is the finished product. So I will come back when I get all these teeny tiny leaves done. Okay, so we have them all done, and I'm going to go over the black again, but I'm going to do it with dark green 908 and just kind of make it a more of a green instead of a black down here. Of course, if the black wasn't there though, this wouldn't go down as nice. And then just kind of going over the shadowed areas that I put in already. And I also went back and put in all the little stems. So it's just kind of burnishing in the black so it stands out a little better, or the black doesn't stand out as much as it. Don't want it just to look like a little black blob on the leaf. Anyway, so that adds a nice little color to them. I'll go back and do the rest of these when I'm not on camera, so you don't have to watch. Okay, so these leaves are done. No, for the most part, just darkening them up is what I'm going to do there. Now I have these big leaves over here and tiny leaves here that could be the same as these. They have a different shape to them, so I'm going to pretend that this is one set. We have little tiny leaves here and some big leaves here, which don't match these, but could match these. It gets confusing. I also have to incorporate this color into my owl. And then I have these spiky leaves here, which probably will be done in either the brown-orange colors or deep dark green. I think deep dark green like holly would be pretty there. I am going to do this background using this as this area here as a solid color, and this is a lacy effect, bring color into here, but I don't think I'll be bringing much out in the back corner. So I have to figure out where I want to put this green in my little baby here, and what color I want to do these leaves over here and up there. So I will come back when I get the shading done on all these little leaves and pick a spot in here. I have to think about it. Okay, we're going to color these particular ones here, and I think these and those up there. Kind of bringing in some more of the little red tones, orange tones. So we're going to use a dark green 908, mineral orange 1033, chocolate 1082, and Kelly green 1096. So we will start off with the Kelly green, and since we're down here in the corner, we'll start here, and we'll bring in some of this. Kind of down at the bottom. Leave the tips for the fall coloring. We'll bring this down into the stem too. This is one has a stem that goes down. And I didn't want to do it in red and orange, so we made this one green. And we have a leaf back here. Hoping you can see all this. And this guy here. We can add some of these colors also into this little leaf, which happens to run right onto this, which I didn't notice, so I would assume that these are gargantuan leaves of that, but I don't know. We'll go with the dark green now, and we're going to darken up the bottom down here. And kind of bring it up towards the top and along the vein here. So I had asked a couple of questions in my first part of this video, and I wanted to thank, I believe her name is Patty, who let me know what kind of pencil sharpener she uses that she likes. So I'm going to check that out. And again, if anybody has any questions on the use of distress inks, I'm doing a video on that and would like to answer your questions if you have any. So it's just not me rattling on about what distress inks do. So if you do have questions, please put it down in the comments below and I will do my best to answer those. Sorry, did not mean to bump the camera. Okay, now what we're going to do is add a little bit of the mineral orange onto the side here and up here on the tip. They all have tips. I'm just going to blend this down into the green. So my leaves are getting fall colors. Just kind of anywhere you want it. This one's got a cute little curly Q. And then you can bring it over into the other flower or leaves too if you want. Okay, we're just using the chocolate here. It's just to give it a little more depth. Sorry, I thought I'd pause that while the garbage can is right in front of our house. Kind of got loud. So I'm just adding the brown wherever I want a little more of a shadowy color. Add it in the stem too. Then I'll go back in with the Kelly green. And kind of blend that in. And then we'll go back in, kind of with a little lightness in there, so I'm going to, since we're right next to a bunch of yellow leaves, I'm going to add a little of the Canary Yellow in here. Just to brighten it up a bit. Not too much, because I do want them fall leaves, but okay, we'll go back in with the dark green now and darken the base of the leaves a little bit better. And then we will go in with, it's to have a little darkness here, it's underneath the other leaf. And the Kelly green again, and just blend all that together. Okay, then we go in with a little black, and we're going to make those veins show up a little better. It's kind of like we did on all the other flowers. That would be nice to do a flower after all of these leaves. This is just very lightly putting in some resemblance of veins. You can go as dark or light as you want on those, but that's how they look. And then we'll use the same colors to go around. Where to? Doesn't look bad together. The spikes are going to have to be different, so I'm going to go up here and do the same colors up on this portion. So we'll start with the Kelly green again. Then the dark green. I'm just going to put in those veins so I have some reference there. Darken them up a bit. Okay, then we'll go in with the mineral orange and give them their orange tip. Okay, go back in with the chocolate to darken that up a bit. Okay, go back in with the Kelly green. Make sure everything's blended. A tiny bit of the Canary Yellow in some of them. Okay, and then dark green. And then on the stem, and then we'll bring in the black and just do some darkness down at the very bottom. And add in the veins a little better. Okay, so I've got those, and those down there done, and I'm going to finish the setup here, and then I will be back. Okay, I didn't notice, but these are the only ones that are kind of this shape, so I'm going to do them the same color. I laid down the Kelly green, and I'll lay in some of the mineral orange. Oh, there's two little baby leaves here too. Might as well tip those already. Alright, then the chocolate. Sorry, my arm is going in front of the camera. Okay, the dark green. Just going to add in some of the veins there too. Okay, then we'll go back to the Kelly green. And we're going to add a little bit of the Canary Yellow in there. And then blend that back in with the Kelly Green. And then we'll go back in with black. I'm going to darken the center bottom and bring it up to the veining area and down through the stem area. And I have to bring some of that canary in here, or the Kelly Green on the bottom here. Totally forgot those little guys. Okay, just wanted you to see how I did those, because they're the only ones on the page. And then I'll just keep working off camera on the little bits that I missed. I'm sorry, I just noticed I wasn't filming. So what I did was I laid down the lime peel in this section, and then I put artichoke on top. I don't know how much of this you missed. So artichoke, which is a 1098, and I'm putting down also some moss green and some of the orange, mineral orange, which I was going to do right now. The artichoke is this really pretty golden color. I had done one leaf just to make sure that I liked the coloring. I'm sorry, but I thought I was filming, so I have to apologize for that. We're just adding in a tiny bit of the mineral orange on a few of these leaves, just to give it a different look on them. Not exactly sure what this is supposed to represent, but I'm thinking in my head a fern type plant. And of course in the fall the ferns dry up and turn more of the brown colors. At least in my backyard they do. So I'm adding that color in. I'll also be putting in some of the green. I'm going to leave these leaves here and color them like these leaves. They kind of look like they're not on the same branch. This branch comes down and looks like it goes up to this branch, but the leaves look the same, so I'm going to do them that way. So we've got the artichoke, the mineral orange, and the peeled lime in there, and we're going to go in now with some moss green and just put some green down here on the base. And a little in the stem too. I'll be going back and putting in black there too. And adding in some veining. I'm sorry, I get quiet when I'm doing this. A lot of green and a lot of little teeny leaves. I know it doesn't look like it. I've seen more leaves on other things, but this particular project I decided I wasn't going to use distress ink on. Because they're too small. Although I could see peel paint working really nice in here. Okay, and then the teeny tiny baby leaves down here. These are going to be hard to add veining into, but I'm going to give it a try. Okay. And then the black. I may want to sharpen this one just a bit, so it can have a sharper point. Okay, and then I just add in some veins. And I'll add a little darkness down here on the tips too. Anyway, basically that's how you do it. I gotta get my hand a little dressed. I'll finish these off camera and come back and do these teeny tiny little, this kind of looks like the same. I'll do that one the same, and might as well do that one the same also. There's a little flower here, or a little leaf, so I have to do that leaf the same cut. I'm not even on camera, I'm telling you this. Okay, little teeny tiny leaves here. I'm going to do the same color as I'm doing these ferns. This is actually one of these leaves, so I have to color it the same color here. I'm also going to put this color and this color into my owl. So I'm thinking this color would be great for his feet. So I'm going to go ahead and darken his little claws down here at the bottom. And get on camera so you can see it. Sorry. So I'm just darkening those up. And I'm going to use the same colors. So I'll go in with the Artichoke and give him some artichokey feet. And up here, man, I really like this color. I don't use it very often. I have to use it more. Okay, then we will stick in some of the Limepeel. then some of the moss green. And then go back in with a little bit more of the black on the tips. And just drag it up there. So that brings that color into his little feetsies. I'll blend that a little better with the Limepeel. There. Okay, now we have to do the area up here. And I think I'll do this portion, excuse me, in the yeah, the artichoke down here, and then I'll use that color up here. So I'll go ahead and bring this down in here. And then we'll bring in some of the dark moss green up here in the corner. And right here at the corner, kind of comes up. Give it a little shadow there. Take some of this down here, kind of bring it up, and push pretty hard here, get a solid color. Leave a little space there. Okay, I'm just going to finish this little bit here, and then I'm going to have to make a part 4 for this. Sorry about that, guys, but it's the way it seems to be working. Right down here where I left a space, I'm going to put a little of the Canary Yellow and in any of these areas. Even if there isn't an area, I'll put it in. And then I'll go through the top up here and add it also. And that kind of gives him more rounded, metalish kind of look on him instead of a leafy look. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish these off the camera, and then when I come back we will have these also done. These little tiny leaves up here, I'm going to do in the same color as this, if I haven't already said that, along with these, and then I'll fix this leaf to match those. When we come back for part 4, we will be doing the background behind him. We will finish him up, and probably the side over here. Who knows? Hopefully we'll be able to do that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in part 4. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. Hit the little bell if you want notifications. And I will see you in a bit. Have a great day, everybody.